Welcome to another episode of the Group Parlay podcast. As always, Andy Semo, Nick Strom, Kevin Asoyan. Unreal streak of bad luck. Doing the math this month, we have hit 2 out of 3 and 8 of 10. So you figure half of those, it's 4 out of 10. Like, that's a ridiculous month so far. So part of that, Kevin, but he's off the schneid. He's back. Great hit yesterday. Called it a legacy pick for him, Juan Soto. Nice hit. It was a different culprit today. It was Nick Strom for yesterday. But he's been hot, so you can't really fault him. But I'll let Kev give a recap of yesterday's picks.
Yeah, no faulting. We're a team out here. We're close, man. We're all over it. We are all over it. I'll start with Andy here yesterday. Twins, game 2, -1. They were down 2-0 early. Wasn't looking good. Luckily, Twins got after the bullpen a little bit, and they won 3-2, so that pushed to start our day. And then after that, we went to my pick, Juan Soto, over 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs. Yankees offense stays stagnant. No real chances for an RBI, and no one's getting over from a run. But luckily, gets an early single, and then his last AB in the 7th or 8th finished off with the single, or else that was, that would have been another loss for me. So shout out Juan Soto. Nice hit there. And then Red Sox -1 for Strami. They just didn't have much life yesterday, unfortunately. So they couldn't put anything together. They lost 5-2. Bats were kind of cold. Left a lot of runners on base. What are you going to do? Strom can't win every day.
A lot of runners on base.
Oh, yeah. On the month here, 0-10. But a lot of green in the spreadsheet if you scroll over to you guys. So I feel good. I'm 3-7. Andy's 6-3-1. Nick's 6-4. Big day today.
We've never really had this where it's we start off terrible. We usually start the month great, tail at the end. So this is kind of uncharted territory. We got to dig ourselves out of a hole.
That's right. True. We got the All-Star break coming.
The All-Star break does not help. That makes it harder to dig ourselves out.
It's going to be like a fresh month, though.
True that.
It's like we're starting over.
I don't want to reset. We probably need more sports than just baseball. Probably baseball fatigue, but
yeah, big time.
Anyway,
WNBA baby.
Let's make some picks. Let's get into it. Strom, why don't you kick it off?
Yeah, it's Paul Skeens day. I'm going Paul Skeens over 7.5 strikeouts. He's gone over the number in 6 of his last 7 starts. Last outing, he had 8. It was a little sketchy, but he came through in the 7th inning. He has 78 strikeouts on the year in 59 1/3 innings, so he's 11.8 Ks per 9 innings. It's ridiculous. He strikes out everyone in his way. The Brewers have been hot, which scares me a little bit, but they are susceptible to the strikeout, 12th most in the league striking out. So I'm just going Paul Skeens, power pitcher, day game here, so let's have some fun at work today.
Don't love it, don't hate it.
Well said.
Yeah. Tip. I'll go next. So I'm going Giants over 3.5 runs against the Blue Jays. For the Blue Jays, Kevin Gausman is on the bump. He has been horrible this year. He has a 4.64 ERA and a 1.34 WHIP. He had a great start last start against the Mariners. The 4 before that, he gave up 7, 3, 4, and 3. He's been walking a lot of guys, and usually he misses bats, but there's been a lot of hits off of him this year as well. Also, the Blue Jay bullpen is one of the worst in the league. The Giants, I typically don't think of them as an offensive team. They don't hit a lot of homers, but they've been pretty solid offensively. They've scored at least 4 in 9 of their last 10. They have a lot of contact hitters. They hit very good with runners in scoring position. So I think with the amount of base runners Gausman's going to give up, the way the Giants have been playing lately, I think they're going to get 4 runs.
I was surprised by this one. You don't see a Giants over, or Giants at all really for us. So it's surprising, but we just don't touch them. I like it.
I know. They're 51 and 39 to the over this year. Like, their pitching isn't great, but they do score runs. Like, They do that.
All I know is the over on singular teams have been fucking us, so it scares me. It has nothing to do with the Giants.
It's got everything to do with their rival, but yeah, I agree with you, Strom. Overs are hard. You're focusing on one team to score some runs.
All
right, Kev, take us home.
Yep, to finish it off, I'm going Guardians Tigers over 7.5. Pitching matchup today in Detroit is Spencer Howard for the Guardians with a 5.63 ERA. Young kid here. He's had a couple good starts mixed in, but his last start, he went 2.2 innings, 6 earned runs against the Dodgers. Of course, one of his good starts was against the Cubs. He hasn't thrown much. He's thrown about 6 times, and he only goes maybe 4 innings max, a lot of times 2 innings. So kind of a spot start here with a 4-game series. Jack Flaherty for the Tigers has been spotty. He's got a 3.24 ERA, but he gave up 5 earned runs in his last time out. And he's only gone 5 innings his last 4 outings. He's had some good starts, though, I will say, but very inconsistent. He'll mix in some big shitters. But these teams have been scoring runs. Guardians overs are 7-3 in their last 10. And the last 5 times these teams have played each other this year, the overs hit in 4 of them. So runs have been scoring. Tigers bullpen's bottom half. It's around, it's near the bottom half. It's in the middle. Cleveland's is obviously good, so hoping to get this early with the starting pitcher. Tigers should get after Howard, and the Guardians should be scoring all game long. So I don't think 7.5 is anything crazy here.
When you sent the text for this one, I was literally looking at this game at the over. So
I like that.
It's a tough board. So, all right. Recap the picks. Guardians, Tigers, over 7.5 at minus 137. Skeens, over 7.5 strikeouts, minus 145. Giants, over 3.5 runs, minus 125. Plus 426 for the parlay today. Is this the day the boys break through? Break their 2 out of 3 streak? I hope so. I truly hope so.
Gotta be.
We're pushing uncharted territory. What's our longest losing streak?
Oh, like 22 or something.
Oh, you got to roll with the punches sometimes.
We went the fuck off after that streak.
We did. So it
Well,
all comes around. So, all right. Let's get it, boys.
Let's get it.
All right.